Some games are fun. Some games are good. But a few don't just entertain you, they define generations. These are the games that changed how we play, how we feel, and how we remember gaming itself. Games that hit you at the right moment in your life and never really let go. It doesn't matter when you started playing or what platform you love. If you call yourself a gamer, you owe it to yourself to experience these at least once. These are 15 generational games you should play once in a lifetime. Number 1. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a game you play, it's a world you live in. From the moment it begins, it moves at its own pace, and at first, that can feel slow. But then you realize something. The game isn't rushing because life in this world doesn't rush. Every detail matters. The way Arthur Morgan's boots crunch through snow. The sound of the wind rolling across the plains. The way the sky changes color as the sun sets after a long ride. This world feels alive in a way very few games ever have. What makes Red Dead Redemption 2 truly generational isn't just the size of the map, it's the soul inside it. Arthur isn't a hero. He's a man watching his time run out, questioning the life he chose, and slowly learning what redemption actually means. And somehow, through quiet conversations by the campfire and long rides with nothing but music and thought, the game makes you feel that weight too. The gunfights are brutal. The hunting is methodical. Even something as simple as riding your horse feels personal. Yes, the controls can feel heavy, and yes, the realism asks for patience, but that's the price of immersion this deep. By the time the credits roll, you don't feel like you finished a game. You feel like you said goodbye to a world, and to a character you'll never forget. That's why Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just one of the best games ever made, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Number 2. The Last of Us Part 2 is not a game that wants to be liked. It wants to be felt. From the very beginning, it makes a promise that this journey is going to hurt. And it never backs down from that. This isn't a story about heroes or easy choices. It's about grief, obsession, and the ugly cycle of violence that comes when pain goes unanswered. The gameplay feels brutally intimate. Every encounter is tense, desperate, and grounded. You're crawling through tall grass, listening to enemies call out each other's names, feeling your heart race as every bullet counts. Violence here isn't flashy, it's exhausting, and that's the point. What truly sets it apart is its willingness to challenge you. The game forces you to sit with your emotions, to question your loyalty, and to see the same story from angles you may not want to accept. It's uncomfortable, it's divisive, and it's unforgettable. Visually, it's staggering. The quiet moments hit just as hard as the chaos. Empty rooms, abandoned streets, the sound of rain hitting broken windows. Everything serves the mood. You may not agree with every decision this game makes. You may even walk away angry. But long after you put the controller down, it stays with you. The Last of Us Part 2 isn't just something you play once. It's something you carry with you. Number 3. The Witcher 3 doesn't hook you with explosions or spectacle. It pulls you in slowly, and then it never lets go. You step into the boots of Geralt of Rivia, not as a chosen hero, but as a tired monster hunter in a world that rarely thanks you for doing the right thing. From the moment you enter its war-torn villages and fog-covered forests, you realize this world doesn't revolve around you. It exists with or without you. What makes The Witcher 3 generational is its storytelling. Side quests here aren't filler. They're tragic, funny, disturbing, and deeply human. You'll start a simple contract for coin and end up making decisions that haunt entire towns. There are no clean choices, only consequences. The combat may not be the smoothest, and yes, the systems take time to learn. But once it clicks, the rhythm of preparation, potions, oils, and signs makes every fight feel earned. You're not overpowering monsters, you're outsmarting them. Then there's the atmosphere. The music, the silence between dialogue, the way sunsets wash over Skellige Mountains or the swamps of Velan. It's a fantasy world that feels grounded, lived in, and painfully real. By the time the wild hunt fades into memory, what stays with you isn't just the story, it's the people you helped, failed, or left behind. The Witcher 3 isn't just one of the greatest RPGs ever made. It's a world you visit, and never fully leave. Number 4. Grand Theft Auto 5 feels like controlled chaos, a game where anything can happen, and somehow it always works. From the opening heist, you instantly know this isn't just another open world. It's a living, breathing sandbox that invites you to cause trouble, or just exist inside it. What makes GTA 5 generational is its 3 protagonist design. Switching between Michael, Franklin, and Trevor doesn't just change the gameplay, it changes the perspective. One moment you're pulling off a carefully planned robbery, the next you're spiraling into complete madness. It's unpredictable, bold, and unforgettable. Los Santos itself is the real star. The city hums with life, traffic jams, radio talk shows, random events, sunsets over the freeway. You can ignore the main story for hours and still feel like you're part of something alive. The shooting is tight, the driving is iconic, and the missions constantly reinvent themselves. Sure, the satire can be over the top, and yes, the tone won't land for everyone, but that fearless personality is exactly why it works. Even years later, GTA 5 still feels relevant. Few games give you this much freedom, this much personality, and this much replay value. It's not just a blockbuster game. It's a cultural moment you can still jump back into anytime. Number 5. God of War, 2018, doesn't scream for your attention, it demands it quietly. From the very first moment, with that unbroken camera and heavy silence, you can feel that this is something different. This isn't the rage-fueled power fantasy of the old games. This is a story about grief, responsibility, and a man trying to be better. Kratos is no longer just a god of war, he's a father. And that changes everything. Every swing of the Leviathan axe feels heavy, deliberate, and brutal. Combat isn't about button mashing anymore. It's about control, timing, and consequence. When the axe snaps back into your hand, it never stops feeling powerful. Atreus is more than a companion. He's the emotional core of the journey. Watching their relationship grow, through silence, arguments, and quiet moments, gives the adventure real weight. The game lets those moments breathe, trusting you to feel them without spelling everything out. The world itself is stunning. Norse realms wrapped in mist, fire, and ancient mystery. Exploration feels meaningful, puzzles feel natural, and the one-shot camera makes every fight and cutscene feel connected, like you're never allowed to look away. By the end, God of War doesn't just reinvent a franchise. It redefines what a modern action game can be: personal, cinematic, and unforgettable. This isn't just Kratos' story. It's one you experience alongside him. Number 6. Half-Life 2 doesn't begin with explosions or a tutorial telling you how to play. It drops you into a world that feels wrong, quiet, watched, and controlled. And without ever taking control away from you, it pulls you into one of the most influential experiences gaming has ever seen. City 17 feels alive in a terrifying way. The distant hum of the Combine, citizens whispering instead of speaking, the constant sense that you're being observed. The game never needs cutscenes to explain its world. It lets you live inside it. Then there's the gravity gun. It didn't just change combat, it changed how players thought about interaction. Every object becomes a weapon, a tool, or a solution. Physics aren't a gimmick here. They're the foundation of the entire experience. The pacing is masterful. One moment you're escaping through rooftops, the next you're fighting alongside rebels, then drifting silently through Ravenholm, a section so memorable it still gets talked about today. Every chapter introduces something new and trusts you to figure it out. Visually, mechanically, narratively, Half-Life 2 was years ahead of its time. And even now, it still feels smart, confident, and endlessly replayable. Half-Life 2 isn't just a classic. It's the blueprint modern shooters were built on. Number 7. Elden Ring isn't just a game you play. It's a world you lose yourself in. From the moment you step out into the lands between, you realize this isn't holding your hand. There are no quest markers telling you where to go, no voice guiding you through the story. You're free, terrifyingly free, to explore, to fail, and to discover on your own. And that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. Every corner hides danger. Every mountain invites curiosity. One minute you're climbing a cliff to see what's on the horizon, the next you're face to face with a boss that reminds you how small you really are. Combat is brutal but fair. Every swing, every dodge, every spell feels earned. You're not just fighting enemies. You're learning them, respecting them, fearing them. And the lore, it's everywhere, whispered in item descriptions, half hidden in ruins, hinted at in cryptic conversations. Elden Ring doesn't hand its story to you, it makes you work for it, and that makes every revelation feel earned. By the time you finally stand before the Elden Throne, exhausted and battered, you realize you haven't just played a game. You've survived a world, and it has changed you. Elden Ring isn't just a masterpiece. It's a once-in-a-lifetime journey every gamer should take. Number 8. The Elder Scrolls V. Skyrim doesn't just welcome you to its world, it swallows you whole. The moment you step out of that carriage, with snow-capped mountains on the horizon and the wind biting your face, you feel small, but alive. This isn't a game that pushes a story down your throat. It's a world that lives, breathes, and waits for you to make your mark. Every corner is filled with secrets. A dragon might appear while you're wandering through a village, or you might stumble into a hidden cave with treasures and traps no one told you about. Quests don't feel forced, they feel like part of the world itself. You don't just play Skyrim, you experience it. Combat is raw and satisfying, whether you're swinging a sword, casting a spell, or sneaking through shadows with a bow. And the choices? They matter, not just in dialogue, but in how you shape the story of your Dragonborn. What truly makes Skyrim generational isn't just the dragons or dungeons. It's the freedom, the fact that the world is yours to explore, shape, and get lost in for hundreds of hours. Even now, it remains a timeless adventure that every gamer owes themselves to experience. Skyrim isn't just a game. It's a world you'll never forget. Number 9. Halo. Combat Evolved isn't just a shooter, it's a revolution. From the moment you step onto the ring world of Halo, you know you're somewhere completely different. The scale, the design, the mystery, everything about this game screams epic. It doesn't just ask you to fight, it asks you to feel like a legend in a war you barely understand. The combat feels instantly iconic. The mix of human weapons and alien tech, the shield system, and the tight controls make every firefight tense and rewarding. And then there's the vehicles, the Warthog and the Banshee, turning every encounter into something cinematic and unforgettable. Halo also nailed pacing. 1 minute you're exploring a mysterious structure, the next you're fending off Covenant forces while the music swells. And the story? Simple, but powerful. Master Chief is silent, yet commanding. Cortana gives the heart. Together, they make this sci-fi epic personal. By the time you finish the final mission, you don't just feel accomplished, you feel like you were part of something bigger. Something that changed how games could tell stories and make multiplayer legendary. Halo, Combat Evolved wasn't just a game of its time. It defined a generation. Number 10. Resident Evil 4 Remake isn't just a remake, it's a masterclass in tension, horror, and adrenaline. From the very first moment you step into the rural Spanish village, the atmosphere grips you. Every creaking door, every distant scream, every flicker of movement keeps you on edge. It's not just about monsters jumping out, it's about the constant feeling that danger is everywhere. Leon Kennedy isn't just a protagonist here, he's your anchor in chaos. The way you move, aim, and react makes every encounter feel personal. The combat is precise and visceral. Every shot counts, every choice matters. And the enemies? They're smarter, more terrifying, and unpredictably brutal. You're not just surviving, you're strategizing, hunting, and sometimes running for your life. What really sets this remake apart is how it blends modern graphics with classic horror design. The lighting, textures, and sound make the world feel alive. The mud, the rusted metal, the oppressive atmosphere of each area pulls you in completely. Puzzles and exploration aren't filler. They give you moments to breathe before plunging you back into tension. Resident Evil 4 Remake isn't just a survival horror game. It's a heart-pounding experience every gamer owes themselves to play at least once. Number 11. Dark Souls isn't a game that welcomes you with open arms. It throws you into a world that's cold, cruel, and utterly unforgiving, and somehow, that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. From the moment you awaken in that dim, ruined world, you realize nothing is easy here. Every enemy could kill you, every jump could be your last, and every corner hides a secret, or a trap. But that's the point. This isn't about hand-holding. This is about earning every victory, feeling every defeat, and learning through trial and error. Combat is deliberate. Every swing, every dodge, every spell matters. You don't just fight, you respect your opponents, study their patterns, and savor the rare moments of success. And bosses. They're not just obstacles, they're legends come to life. Facing one for the first time is terrifying, exhilarating, and humbling all at once. What makes Dark Souls generational isn't just difficulty. It's the atmosphere, the haunting architecture, the lore hidden in item descriptions, the melancholy of a world decayed but alive. It's a game that trusts you to understand it, to feel it, and to grow through it. Dark Souls isn't just a challenge. It's an experience that stays with you long after the controller goes down. Number 12. Forza Horizon 5 isn't just a racing game. It's a celebration of speed, freedom, and pure joy. The moment you step into the sun-drenched streets and lush landscapes of Mexico, you feel alive. Every corner of the map bursts with detail: deserts, jungles, volcanoes, and beaches, all waiting for you to explore at full throttle. The cars don't just drive, they feel. From precision sports cars to off-road beasts, every vehicle responds with weight, power, and character. And the races? They're only part of the fun. Sometimes the best moments come from chasing sunsets across the open road, drifting through mountain passes, or simply discovering hidden locations with nothing but the engine and wind in your face. Horizon 5 isn't about checkpoints and leaderboards alone. It's about the world itself, dynamic weather, vibrant festivals, and a soundtrack that makes every drive feel cinematic. Every ride feels like a story, and every challenge keeps you wanting more. Forza Horizon 5 isn't just another racing game. It's a once-in-a-lifetime playground for anyone who loves the thrill of the road. Number 13. Metal Gear Solid isn't just a game. It's a masterclass in storytelling and stealth. From the moment you step into Shadow Moses, you know you're in for something cinematic. The tension hits immediately. Guards patrol every corner, cameras sweep tirelessly, and one wrong move could ruin everything. But that's the beauty of it. The world feels alive, and you're not just playing a game, you're infiltrating it. Solid Snake isn't just a soldier, he's a legend. Every sneaky maneuver, every distraction, every whispered interaction with allies makes you feel like part of something bigger. And the bosses? They're not just fights, they're experiences. Each one is memorable, unique, and sometimes downright absurd, but always thrilling. What makes Metal Gear Solid generational isn't just the stealth or the cinematic flair, it's the story. Conspiracies, betrayals, and moral dilemmas unfold in ways that made gamers stop and think. Even the codec calls feel like part of the adventure. Metal Gear Solid isn't just a game you play. It's a story you live, and an experience that changed gaming forever. Number 14. Far Cry 4 isn't just an open-world shooter. It's a wild, chaotic adventure that feels alive at every turn. From the first moment you step into Kyrat, with snow-capped mountains looming over lush valleys, you realize this world isn't just big, it's breathing. Villages, wildlife, and enemy patrols all feel like they exist independently of you, which makes every interaction unpredictable and thrilling. The gameplay mixes freedom with tension. You can sneak through enemy camps using stealth, or go in guns blazing and watch the world react to your chaos. The grappling hook, wingsuit, and variety of vehicles turn exploration into pure fun, whether you're scaling cliffs or racing down winding roads. Then there's the story. Pagan Minute isn't just a villain. He's charismatic, unpredictable, and haunting. His presence lingers throughout the game, making every choice feel weighty and personal. And while some missions are chaotic, the combination of action, humor, and emotional beats makes the world feel alive and dangerous. Far Cry 4 isn't just a shooter you play. It's an experience you get lost in, one you'll remember long after you put the controller down. Number 15. Assassin's Creed 4. Black Flag isn't just about assassins. It's about freedom, adventure, and the open sea. From the moment you take the helm of the Jackdaw, you feel the salt on your face, the wind in your hair, and the thrill of being truly untethered. Sailing from island to island, chasing treasures, and battling rival ships, every moment feels alive and unpredictable. Edward Kenway isn't just a pirate. He's reckless, charming, and flawed, a perfect lens through which to explore a world of political intrigue, hidden secrets, and endless opportunity. And the naval combat? Brutal, satisfying, and cinematic. Every broadside and ramming maneuver makes you feel like a captain in command of your destiny. The islands themselves are stunning, packed with hidden caves, underwater treasures, and bustling settlements. Exploration isn't optional, it's rewarded, and the sense of discovery is addictive. And while the story weaves through betrayal, ambition, and revenge, it's the freedom of the world that stays with you long after you dock the ship. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag isn't just a game you play. It's an adventure you live, and one of the most unforgettable pirate journeys ever made. And there you have it, 15 generational games you absolutely have to play at least once in your lifetime. Each one of these isn't just a game. It's an experience, a world, a story that stays with you long after you put down the controller. If you love this list and want more gaming recommendations, hidden gems, and epic experiences you can't miss, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is Play Before Die, where we help you discover the games you simply can't skip. Until next time, grab your controller and start your next unforgettable adventure.